So today we're going to revise the cause and effect. What's the meaning of cause and effect? The cause and effect is a relationship between events or things where one is the result of the other or others. This is combination of action and reaction. Something happens, this is the cause, that leads to an effect. This is the result. So the cause is why something happened. The effect is the result of what happened. So we canceled our picnic. Why did you cancel your picnic? Because of rain. So this is the cause and effect. Like here. An effect is what happens in the story. The cause is why something happens. Let's take some examples here. Why did the ice cream melt? Because of the hot sun. So this is the cause and effect. The cause is the sun or the hot weather, and the effect is the ice cream melted. Look at here. What happened to this girl? The girl fell down. Why did she fall down? Because of or because she didn't tie her shoelaces or she didn't untie her shoelaces, so she fell down. This is the cause and effect. Which one is the cause and which one is the effect? The cause, why did she fall down? The result is the effect. So now open your turn practice books and open page number 243. 243. Let's write the date. 17/3/2021. Did you open it? So let's start to read. Concentrate because we're going to answer the questions. So I opened my book. Read the passage, use the ask and answer questions strategy to find answers to your questions in the passage. The electric car. Have you ever seen a person plug in a car? Some cars use electricity to run instead of gasoline. There are many good reasons to buy an electric powered car, but there are also some downsides to keep in mind. Electric car history. An electric car runs on an electric motor. The car uses a foot pedal to move, to move just like any other car, but it uses a battery to power the motor, not gas. Common household electricity is used to recharge the electric car battery. What's the meaning of household electricity? Stop حصة يفيف Maya, don't put emojis. This is the household electricity. We put or we plug in the car. In the household, we plug it here. After we plug it in the wall, then it will recharge by itself. Okay? So let's complete. Household electricity is used to recharge the electric car battery. Electric engines got their start in the 1830s. For years, they were improved. What's the meaning of improved? To be better or get better. Better batteries were made by the late 1800s. The cars were used by many people in the United States. The electric cars were easy to drive. Drivers didn't have to change gears. The gears are the tools or the things in the car. Gas-powered cars needed a hand crank. A hand crank is something we use it or we move it by our hand. So the crank is something that turned by a hand. To get started, electric cars didn't. Many people used electricity cars in cities. The cars drove smoothly, they made little noise. They also didn't have the smell of gas cars. Electric cars were even used in New York taxis in 1897. Then Henry Ford made the gas-powered Model T in 1908. It ran better than the old gas cars. It was cheaper to produce than electric cars. It ended the region of the electric car. What's the meaning of region here? The region means to have the complete widespread control or influence in any place or during a period of time. Okay, turn your page. Turn your page. Pros and cons. There are many reasons for people to buy electric cars today. They are good for the planet. They don't let pollution out into the air. Gas-powered cars use a tailpipe. I will show you what's the meaning of tailpipe. Here, yes. This is a tailpipe. The tailpipe causes pollution. Okay? Did you see it? It's here. Okay, let's complete. Let me erase everything. Yes. So the tailpipe is an outlet by which engine exhausts gases from the vehicle or from the car. Use a tailpipe to let pollution escape. Electric cars don't need the upkeep that gas cars need. What's the meaning of upkeep here? The upkeep is the maintenance or the money that we pay to keep the car in a good condition or to take care of the car, like when we fix them or when we buy something to the car, to use it in the car. This is the meaning of upkeep. That gas cars need no oil changes, no trips. So look at here. Here we have a upkeep. Then they explain what's the meaning of upkeep. Okay, no oil changes like the oil changes, like trips to the gas station. There are fewer parts to an electric engine. This often means fewer problems. So because it has fewer parts, that means it will have fewer problems. Look at here, this is the main parts of the electric car. It has electric motor, battery, and household plug to plug it in the electricity. Here we have, okay, let's complete here. There are a few drawbacks to an electric powered car though. One thing is that it has to be charged. Charging times can vary, that means it's different. A fully charge can take up to a few hours. Most electric cars can only go so far on one electric charge. A gasoline car can go farther on a full tank of gas, and there are plenty of gas stations around, yet there are not many places to recharge an electric car. Electric car batteries may also need to be replaced. They cost a lot of money. They are also big and heavy. The electric car has been around a long time. The future is bright if car makers keep working to make it better. So here we talked about two kinds of cars. They talked about the electric cars and the gasoline cars. So let's revise. In the beginning, they said, have you ever seen a person plug in a car? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me see. Hissa, what's wrong with you, Wahiba? MashaAllah, Lujain, what's this picture? Turn on your cam. Wahiba, Abdulaziz, Nawaf. Did you do that because I was reading for you? Sit properly, Sundus. I think you were having fun when I was reading. You didn't concentrate. Now I will watch you. Look at your books. Look at your books. What do you want, Sundus?
I'm not sitting probably because I'm in a cart and I am in a mall.
Thank you. Put your fingers on the first word in the passage. I will watch you and I will read together. Hissa. All if you look at your books, you're gonna answer the questions by yourselves. Have you ever seen a person plug in a car? Some cars use electricity to run instead of gasoline. So we have two kinds of cars. Cars that use electricity and another cars, Firas, Dana, your camps. They use gasoline. There are many good reasons to buy an electric powered car. Now I don't have a car, but if I will think to buy a car, I will think, what should I buy? Should I buy a car, a gasoline car or an electric car? But there are also some downsides to keep in mind. So now we will talk about electric car history. The electric car runs on an electric motor. The car uses a foot pedal to move just like any other car, but it uses a battery to power the motor, not gas. Common household electricity is used to recharge the electric car battery. Electric engines got their start in 1830. They started there not there. They started in this time. For years they were improved. Now they came better. Better batteries were made by late 1800s. The cars were used by many people in the United States. The electric cars were easy to drive. Drivers didn't have to change gears. Gas-powered cars needed a handy crank to go started. Electric cars, they didn't. Concentrate, put your fingers, show me your fingers. Show me. Which word? Yes, Abdulaziz. Complete the reading, Abdulaziz. Complete.
Move.
Okay, thank you. I just want to know if you follow me or no. They made little noise. They also didn't have the smell of gas cars. Electric cars were even used as New York taxis in 1897. Then Henry Ford made the gas-powered Model T in 1908. It ran better than the old gas cars. It was cheaper to produce than electric cars. It ended the region of the electric car. Turn your page. Put your fingers in the first word. I will ask another one to complete the reading. Stop, Hissa. I will not unmute your mic because you're shouting. From the beginning, 244. I think you didn't open your book yet. Your turn practice book, Hissa. Pros and cons. There are many reasons for people to buy electricity cars today. They are good for the planet. They don't let pollution out into the air. Gas-powered cars use a tailpipe to let pollution escape. Electric cars didn't need... What, Hissa? What?
What's in gasoline?
You didn't know what's the meaning of gasoline? It's the fuel we use it to put it in the car. I will show you a picture. I thought you know the meaning. This is the gasoline. There are the usual cars use this fuel or the gasoline to fill the usual cars. I thought you will say miss, 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 like every day. So let's complete. Put your finger, حصة, all of you. So here cars don't need the upkeep that gas cars need, no oil changes, no trips to the gas station. There are fewer parts to an electric engine. This often means fewer problems. There are few drawbacks to the electric powered car though. One thing is that it has to be charged. Charging times can vary. A full charge can take up to a few hours. Most electric cars can only go so far on one electric charge. A gasoline car can go farther on a full tank of gas, and there are plenty of gas stations around. Yet there are not many places to recharge an electric car. Electric car batteries may also need to be replaced. They cost a lot of money. They are also big and heavy. The electric car has been around a long of time. The future is bright if car makers keep working to make it better. Hissa will answer the first question. Reread the passage and answer the questions. We reread it already. What were some things that caused people to buy electric cars in late 1800? Yes, Hissa. What were some things that caused people to buy electric cars in late 1800?
Say again?
You can read the question by yourself, Hissa, if you didn't hear me. What were some things that caused people to buy electric cars in the late? And don't say طيب Hissa. What's wrong with you? Okay, I don't want you to answer. I will put X for you. Yes, Lujain? You can find the date and look at the clue words around it. Look at here. Where is the date? Here, Lujain. Here, by the late 1800, the cars were used by many people in the United States. The electric cars were easy to drive. What else? Drivers didn't have to change gears. And gas-powered cars needed a hand crank to get started. Electric cars did not. I can't hear your voice, Lujain. I can't hear your voice.
I'm still trying to find the answer, teacher.
Open page number 243, all of you, and underline the answers. You can look at the number 107 here. No, 117. Here, 117. Then, the electric cars were easy to drive. Drivers didn't have to change gears. Gas-powered cars needed hand crank to get started. Electric cars didn't. 117, 129, 139. Circle them all and write number 1.
So number 1 is the electric cars were easy to drive. Drivers did not have to change gears. Gas-powered cars did a hand crank to get started. Electric cars
Excellent. Thank you, Lujain. Let's see. Sundus. I think Sundus, she doesn't have a book because she's outside. Okay, Sundus. No problem. Yes, Dana. What was the effect of the Model T?
Teacher, number 1 or number 2 or number 3?
No, number 2. Let's find it here. They talked about the Model T. It's here. Then Henry Ford made the gas-powered Model T.
N198 run
It ran better than the old. Yes.
Old gas.
It was.
It was. Wait. It was cheaper. Cheaper. Cheaper too.
And what else?
Cut. Then electric cars. It needed the region.
It was cheaper to produce than electric cars. It ended the region of the electric car and made it less popular. This is number 2. Underline them and write number 2. Number 3. What is a possible effect of the following cause? What was the possible effect for this cause? An electric power car needs to be charged and there are not a lot of places to recharge it while on the road. Use the information under the heading pros and cons to help you. That means next page. But have you finished? Look at number 190, 203. Those lines, underline them. So, I think a possible effect could be that a person decides to buy a gasoline car or a gasoline powered car instead of an electric car. Why? Because there is no many places to recharge the car. So now let's write the answers. Let me see, we have 8 minutes. Should be fast and we have another page. So I will write them, then I will take a picture and send it to you. Write with a small handwriting. Write with very small handwriting. So electric cars were easy to drive. Drivers didn't have to change gears or use a crank like in gas-powered cars. Use gears. The gear is something, it's a device in the car or a tool in the car. Okay. I will complete here. What was the effect of the Model T? We underline the answer. Let's write it. Try to be fast, grade 3. We have 3 minutes only.
Miss, I finish.
Excellent, mashallah. Who's this?
I'm done.
Show me, Dana. Because you are really fast. I want to see your handwriting. Wait, let me find you. Excellent, raise it. Excellent, Dana. Good job. Don't forget to write the date. I didn't write it. 17/3/2021. I will take a picture and send it to the group so you can write it later if you didn't finish. Have you finished? The session will finish in 1 minute.